Let's get your letter and send it, or don't send it. It's up to you, using Gmail or through Schoology. First thing you're going to need is your completed letter, everything formatted nicely. You've checked everything for a partner. You've gone through the peer edit checklist, etc. And before we send this, I do want to show you something real quick here in Google Docs. Click in the space between your closing and your name, and then go to the Insert menu and choose Drawing. So there's kind of a watered down version of Google Drawings right within Google Docs, and we can use skills that we learned in Google Drawings to create a quick little signature for yourself. So go ahead and choose Scribble, and just as best you can, sign your name. Just your first name is fine. And then click Save and Close. If you have time later on, you can change the color, you can change the line, but for now, just click Save and Close. And resize that so it fits in that space nicely. It should not be gigantic like what you just saw. Okay. And then do a Select All, which is Control A, copy, and open up a new tab and click on Mail. And that will take you to Gmail. Once you are there, you may notice that you have many unread emails. I have 3,338 unread messages. That's not really true because all of these messages get forwarded to another service that I use to read and respond to my email. So this is not entirely accurate. Then click on the Compose button, and that will open up a window. I'm going to delete this. Incidentally, if you want to create a signature like this, there is an enrichment project that I posted for you that shows you how to. All right, click in the body of the message, which is this big empty space here, and paste, and it will maintain all your formatting. Now, it is possible that your signature might disappear. That happened to me last time I did this. This time it works. I don't know. As long as it's in the Google Doc, that's what I'm grading. So don't worry so much if it doesn't show up in the message. Then you can either copy and paste, or you can start typing your teacher's name in the recipients box here, like so. If you don't know your teacher's first name, you can check that from the Exeter website. And don't neglect the subject line. I have received emails in the past from both students and parents that the entire message was in the subject line, which would look something like this, and it's kind of ridiculous. So what is this about? Mine is about my first test, so I'm just going to put test grade as the subject. There are some formatting tools. If you go down to the bottom of your message here, the little A with a line, italics A. If you click on that, you see you can change the font, you can change the size, bold, italics, underlined, color. So if you really want to irritate your teacher and type in a color that is hard to read, please don't do that. Alignment, lists, indentation. You can quote a previous message, or you can also remove all your formatting, which kind of defeats the purpose of doing it in the first place, but that's what this button is for. Down here, you also have the option of attaching a file if it's from your computer's hard drive, from your Google Drive if you're on your Chromebook, which you are most likely. Inserting just a photo, a link, or emojis. Maybe you can find a useful emoji. So I really want to do well in this class, and maybe I want to put the praying hands in there. Okay, but really, your teacher's probably not going to appreciate the emojis as much as you do. Completely up to you, but I wouldn't if I were you. If you are going to send your message, and again, you do not need to send your message, but if you choose to, you would either click the send button here, or you can see the keyboard shortcut is Control Enter. If you're not going to send this message to your teacher, again, your grade does not depend on it. You can just click the discard draft, and the message will disappear, erased from existence. That's completely up to you. So that's how you would send a message in Gmail. And of course, you can, in the future, just compose the message right there in Gmail. If you get a response from your teacher that you write to. So I'll just use Fiona as an example here. When you click on the message and you get a response, so this is actually not what I want here. This is her message to her teacher. I don't need that. So let's pretend that this is a response from Mrs. Heller. If you hover over on this side of the screen here, you see this reply button, but next to it, there's a little triangle. It says more. Click on that and choose forward. And again, the response from your teacher. And then you can just type in me and make sure you select the right me. You'll know you have the right me because it will say you found me, and you'll click on that and send it. Again, if you get an intelligent response from your intelligent, well-crafted email, forward it to me and you can get extra credit. So that is how Gmail works. Now, as far as Schoology goes and messaging in Schoology, this is certainly very simple as well. It's located up here where the little envelope is. You click on it and you choose new message. And again, you would just paste message in here or compose it in there. Don't neglect the subject line. Make sure you address it to the right person, not his kids, but the teacher himself. And then you do have the option in here as well to attach a file, a link, a resource, such as something from your drive, or an audio/video recording. And if you already send an email, don't send a Schoology message as well. But this is where you would send that. In this case, I'm going to cancel. Now, if you get a response from your teacher through Schoology, what you would do is go up, open up the message, and copy the whole thread. So imagine that I am getting a message from Faith here, and I responded to her. I'm going to copy the whole thing, and I'm going to go back to messages, create a new one, and I'm going to paste the whole thing in here. It's not going to look too great, but I'll get the idea. And then make sure you, again, address that to me. And there I am. And then you would send that to me. Okay. You could also attach a screenshot if you think that might be better. So that is all you need to know right now about messaging in both Gmail and Schoology. As always, message me on Schoology if you have any questions, and then go on to the next video for today.